Another shark sighting in Long Island waters, the beaches where swimming was banned. The drought is forcing Suffolk's water authority to take drastic action, what many residents are being told not to do. In a billion-dollar building, find out where Amazon wants to build it. You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Buffa. More on those stories in a moment, but first, another day of smoky skies and uncomfortable heat. So how long will that last? Meteorologist Jeff Banton has your Long Island forecast.
Ken, the air quality alert remains in effect for millions of Americans from the upper Midwest to the Northeast here on Long Island. We'll likely see that remain in effect for Long Island through Friday morning. As you can see, the wildfire is burning largely out of control. You know, I've been being asked by a lot of people, when will this end? That's all dependent on a couple of things. First and foremost, how much under control they can get these fires, and also the jet stream winds that are steering the smoke. Right now, northwesterlies right overhead. So we've had some pretty dense smoke out there. It is going to start to subside, and the skies will clear a bit as we head into your Friday. We'll actually see a pretty decent blue sky by Friday afternoon. But the smoke is going to be around, and it will come back in as we start to get more of a southwest flow heading into the weekend. So the reason for this break in the action is because of a front coming through, allowing high pressure to kind of steer those smoke plumes away. But notice how they back in during the weekend here. You can see that smoke track right here coming in along with clouds and rain. So you won't be able to see if the sky is blue or not on Saturday because it will be overcast with some very heavy thunderstorms at times. Sunday we'll have a better idea as the skies do clear back out. So that's the better half of your weekend. We'll go with a high of 80 on Saturday. It'll probably be in the 70s most of the day. A little bit on the muggy side Sunday, a little bit more refreshing with less humidity, early clouds and maybe a sprinkle going over to sun. So tonight, hazy skies, temperatures upper 60s to around 70. Tomorrow we'll see bluer skies. Again, with that wildfire smoke shifting, it won't be as warm as it's been the last couple of days, low 80s with a comfortable level of humidity. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast here. So outside of the weekend being a split decision, it looks like much of next week will be a split decision as well. Monday we'll have sun as well as Thursday, and sandwiched in between for Tuesday and Wednesday we'll have some thunderstorms around. All days look like they will top out in the low 80s.
Only in Newsday, high levels of forever chemicals have been found in 4 test wells near the site of a 2023 battery storage fire in East Hampton. This is what the storage facility looks like. Federal guidelines limit the level of the forever chemicals to 10 parts per trillion at most. Tests recently done by Suffolk County show levels more than 1 million parts per trillion in some of those test wells. And if you live in Suffolk County, the Water Authority wants you to stop watering your lawn right now. Lots of lawns, in fact, already look like this. That's because of heat and drought. The Water Authority says its system is near capacity. Now, as a result, people may see low water pressure in the early morning when demand is at its peak. And people were ordered to get out of the water after a shark sighting near Camp Anchor in Lido Beach. Officials say around 11 this morning, a lifeguard spotted a shark fin. As a result, swimming was temporarily banned from Point Lookout to Atlantic Beach. Hempstead town official also spotted the shark. They were announcing the purchase of a new shark monitoring system. The NYPD Police Academy has a new name. The Detective Stephen D. McDonald Police Academy name was unveiled in his honor. The Malvern resident was paralyzed after being shot in 1986. Now, later on, McDonald publicly forgave the shooter. He died in 2017 from complications due to the shooting. He was 59 years old. And first in Newsday, Amazon wants to build a $1 billion facility in Holbrook. It would be a first for Long Island, mind you. Now, this is what it could look like. The e-commerce giant says the fulfillment center would be built on a 140-acre site where Sunrise Highway and Nichols Road meet. 1,000 workers would be hired at first. Amazon says it won't move forward with the project if the town of Islip does not agree to tax breaks. And parts of Hofstra University was evacuated today because of a broken gas line. Now, school officials say people were ordered out of several buildings on the South Campus this afternoon after a contractor broke the line. The fire marshal says emergency crews stopped the leak and no one was hurt. I'm in the newsroom now with agriculture and energy reporter Mark Harrington, and you just did a story on how Long Island farmers are having difficulty finding workers because of deportation fears. So what have these businesses told you?
They've found that workers are probably more worried than ever. Some are self-deporting. We spoke to one fellow who couldn't sleep, and he went back to Guatemala. Couldn't stand the fear of this. I think the farmers are trying to grapple with this. They're trying to make it legal. They're going through the visa process, work visas, things like that. They're doing what they can to keep the workers coming. So far, it doesn't appear to be massive shortages, but there's not the abundance of workers that there used to be. Years ago, people would line up, gather at places. That's not happening anymore. Long Island is sort of grappling with this issue. Some farmers are right now looking for workers for the fall. It's to be seen how well they do, but the number of workers that used to be available are just not there the way they used to be. Some places have seen no seasonal workers coming to look for work.
Usually we have 10, 20 people come in, knock on my door, looking for help or a job. And we haven't had nobody come in.
People do have generally enough people to work, but there's no excess for sure. And a lot of people have been driven into the shadows by this crackdown.
Would normal Long Islanders who are off farm feel the effects of this labor shortage? And if so, where would they feel that?
Well, some farmers have told us that they're not farming as much as they used to. It's a series of problems, partly labor, partly more expensive labor, harder to find labor, but the costs of farming have gone up. All those things together could drive prices up in the stores.
And of course, you could find more about what he is writing on these farmers and this shortage over at Newsday.com.
250 years of Long Island history with Doug Geed is brought to you by EastEndGetaway.com. End up here.
We continue our USA 250 celebration with an event that takes place on the island every year for more than 2 centuries. Here's Doug Geed.
The 22nd of July doesn't quite have the same ring as the 4th of July, but on July 22nd, 1776, something very important happened in one Long Island town. And for the 250th anniversary of that incident, a reenactment is taking place. I'm Doug Geed with another Newsday USA 250.
Every year, the Huntington Militia, which is a Revolutionary War reenactment group, has been reenacting the events of July 22nd, 1776, when the Declaration of Independence first reached Huntington.
The public reading of the Declaration on the village green became known as Huntington Independence Day. Local residents were buoyed with a new sense of patriotism.
There was a flag on the Liberty Pole on the village green. It was a red flag with the Union Jack in the corner. On one side it said Liberty. On the other side, because they were loyal British subjects, said George III. But once they heard about the Declaration of Independence, they took the flag down, ripped off the Union Jack, ripped off George III, and were left with a red flag that said Liberty.
The pieces of the flag they ripped off were stuffed inside an effigy of King George, along with some gunpowder. It was set on fire and exploded.
And then they all went over to Platt's Tavern across the street, where they drank 13 patriotic toasts. In 1876, during the centennial, the speaker said the people were in high spirits, and some high spirits were in them.
This is the town's official flag, a recreation of the one from 1776 that had the British markings removed. As for the original one, it only lasted about a month. It was flown during the Battle of Long Island in August of 1776 and was captured by the British, who won that battle. But this Saturday in downtown Huntington, you can relive what colonial-era Huntingtonians experienced.
July 18th, the militia will reenact all the events. They're going to recreate the flag and hang the effigy of George III. Well, a lot of the historians are talking about we should recreate the toast part. We'll have to see how the day goes.
In Huntington for Newsday TV, I'm Doug Geed.
Now for more of our USA 250 stories, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. All right, get away with mom without going too far away. Lisa DiStefano shows us how to spend a short summer trip at the Rockaway Hotel.
a relaxing getaway without going far away. I'm Lisa DiStefano. Let's explore the Rockaway Hotel. Although it's going to be hard for me to leave this spot.
We are a boutique-style property that offers resort-style amenities, which is what I like to say.
Just blocks from the beach and boardwalk, the Rockaway Hotel itself is an oasis. You can spend the day at the pool.
The pool area is going to be this really relaxing scene in the morning, and then sometimes it picks up into a nice, vibrant atmosphere. We do have DJs on Saturdays, so you can have a good time, or you can relax. It's totally up to you.
If you want to maximize pool time, you could order to your lounge chair or cabana, or eat here. Oh, I love the breeze at the pool house. Looks delicious. There are also 2 other restaurants on site.
We have the Rooftop, which is where we're standing right now, and then we have Margie's, which is our main on-site restaurant.
And the cafe for a quick bite or coffee. The hotel has 53 guest rooms. This is the 2-queen bay view. I can tell already. The bed is really comfortable, that's a must. And take a look at this. A view of New York City.
The best thing about our rooms is no matter what room you're in, you're gonna have a water view. So whether you're looking at Jamaica Bay or the Atlantic Ocean, you're gonna enjoy a really beautiful view. Pro tip would be to come during the week. During the weekdays, it's relaxing, it's a little bit more chill, and obviously more economical with some of our best rates of the season.
They also have a full-service spa and this meditation room. You can get a facial, a massage, a body treatment, or ideally all. So check back with me in a few hours. You can also take a wellness class on site. There's so much to do at the hotel on premise, but if you want to go to the beach, it's
just 1 block down, and we have you taken care of down there. So once you get down there, you'll have your towels, your chairs, and your beach umbrellas, and you can even order some food or drink from the property if you'd like to enjoy while you're down there. So all you have to do is head down there if you want to walk, or if you want to take one of our cruiser bikes down and get the full local beach experience.
So whether you want to sleep in and spend the day relaxing or go out exploring, there's something for everyone here. This way to the beach.
Find more relaxing mom getaways at Newsday.com. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. All right, here's what's up on Long Island. Summer's sweet out east. Lenny Bruno Farm Sweet Summer Fest features live music, a watermelon eating contest, foam bubble party, and hay rides. It's Saturday afternoon at the farm in Manorville.
Now that she's back in the atmosphere with drops of Jupiter in her head.
See Train play the biggest hits from their multi-platinum album Drops of Jupiter. The 25th anniversary shows heads to Jones Beach Saturday night, along with special guests Bare Naked Ladies.
Morning light, riding over mountains high.
Stephen Marley heads out east. The Jamaican-American singer and son of reggae icon Bob Marley performs live at the Clubhouse Hamptons. He takes the stage Friday night at 8. For more on the stories you've seen here today, head over to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. I'm Ken Bufa, Newsday, covering Long Island like no one else can.
You'll always find something exciting with Carissa Kelman on Newsday TV. From vacations and destinations to hidden places and insider spaces. Let's go with Carissa Kelman. Now available at Newsday.com/Carissa.